We take this time seriously and want you to be heard. Note that it is the practice of this board to listen to our constituents to better understand your concern. We will not be commenting on your remarks unless we need clarification. This is our time to listen to you. You've been granted 5 minutes this evening to speak on policy BDDH-1.
And the books. Good evening. My name is Heath Gilbert, and I am a resident. When each of you were elected, and each time you are re-elected, you are required to raise your right hand and to swear an oath of office. Each of you has sworn to support and defend the constitutions of Missouri and of these United States. Some of you swore that oath to God. Policy BDDH and the freedom of speech restrictions it places on citizens violates both the First Amendment to the supreme law of the land, the U.S. Constitution, as well as the Missouri Constitution in Article 1, Section 9. It is the right of the people to redress this body for any grievance we have until you fix that problem. You are prevented from placing restrictions on our speech by both constitutions and your oath of office. 6 of you broke your sworn oath of office to support and defend our constitutions when you voted for this policy. You have lied to us and to God. Missouri Statute 162.058 does not require you to implement these changes. It says may. You are not required to violate your oath of office. You did so willingly. It also says that after receiving community input, you will implement this policy. You didn't do that. You asked us for input and then talked about what changes you wanted to make. You asked for input before telling us what you intended to do. It is impossible to receive community input when you don't first tell us what changes you intend to make. You added a residency requirement to this policy. You take in tax dollars from the state and from the federal government. You take tax dollars from people you don't consider residents, but refuse them the opportunity to redress a grievance about how you spend your money. Business owners in our community who don't live here, despite paying taxes directly to the district, are also not allowed to address this board about how you are spending their money. This goes directly against policy KC on community engagement. There are far more things wrong with this policy than I can cover in my allotted time. Within this policy is the ability for a board member to request I be given additional time to further cover my topic with a motion and a vote by the board. Are any of you willing to make that motion? Also, within this policy is the ability for a board member to add this topic to a future meeting so it can be discussed further. Will any of you take their oath of office seriously and make the motion now so that we can revisit this horrible policy? It has been 3 months since the dirty books became public.
Mr. Gilbert, I'm going to ask you to please stay on topic for the policy BDDH.
Then you have no right to deny me the freedom to speak. It is my constitutional right, and you are interrupting my time. Has the timer been paused? I would like to reclaim my time, please. She has interrupted it. I would like to reclaim my time. It is my constitutional right to address you. You have no authority to deny me that right. Neither this body nor the district has provided any meaningful information relating to those books. We don't know if you or the district believe those
Gilbert,
books
I'm
should...
going to respectfully ask that you...
You are interrupting my time. This is my time. You have no constitutional authority to deny me the right to say these things. You approved me to address the board. You cannot infringe upon my right. This is viewpoint discrimination. This is prior restraint. Both of them are unconstitutional. You cannot do it. You personally can be held liable in addition to the district. May I continue?
You can continue.
Thank you.
till your 5 minutes.
We don't know if you are willing to change any policy to ensure more books like these aren't added to our shelves. You have told us nothing. You appear to be serving the district, not the people. You weren't elected to serve Matt Robinson.
Mr. Gilbert, I'm going to ask you once more, please stay on topic for policy BDDH.
You are interrupting my time. I'm not going to stop. Until my time is up, and each interruption of my time, I'm reclaiming. That is my time.
Thank you, Mr.
I would like to reclaim my time. I was interrupted multiple times.
Thank
I
you,
can
sir.
finish up in 30 seconds.
I'm going to ask you to please take a seat, and I'm going to go ahead and allow Mr. Landy his time to speak.
I'm going to give him 2 minutes of my time.
Can't
Go
do
ahead,
it.
sir.
I'm sorry, sir. We've given
Mr.
you...
Robinson, can I have my time back?
No, you can't.
According to Mrs. O'Boyle, books are selected for the school based
Mr.
on
Gilbert, I'm going to
guidelines
ask you to
from
respectfully sit down.
You
please.
interrupted my
Thank
time,
you.
ma'am.
Mr. Gilbert,
You did not give me my 5 minutes.
Mr. Gilbert, we offered you the opportunity to speak to us about policy BDDH, which we have allowed.
You interrupted my allotted time. You do not have the authority to violate my constitutional right. It is my constitutional right to redress a grievance about the books. I can finish in 30 seconds if you would allow me to speak. And then I'll go sit down and be quiet. If you don't
Mr.
violate the
Mr.
constitutional
Gilbert,
rights for me, you can't
Mr.
violate the
Gilbert, you are
constitutional rights
welcome,
for
like I
everybody.
mentioned in last meeting.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
You are welcome to send your information and things that you have concern to us via email. And so you're welcome to send your concerns to the...
It is my
to the board.
constitutional right to redress my grievance to you at this
Sir,
public meeting.
sir.
You interrupted my time.
We-
I want to reclaim my time. I can finish in 30 seconds. Yes or no?
Sir, we have given you that opportunity in the past.
You
And we are following
interrupted
the
my
policy.
time. Yes or no?
No, sir.